Happy Saturday, everybody. This is the ironic T of TNA. And while TNA are still a little relatively unstable, we are encouraging the stability of our up-and-coming Andrea is there, so the A is on here. We're at a baseball game. I'm at a baseball game, and I have I'm gonna link in this sweet, smart young activist that you all are gonna get to know and love real quick. Where is she? Here she comes. Hi. I think we need to make this point. We are social distancing.
We are.
We're not playing around. We have our masks and everything, but Natasha Mickles is here, and my son is playing and her brother is playing, but Natasha is doing some things. What are you up to, Natasha?
Well, I've been doing a lot of activism work, especially within my school community. I recently worked with some students, and we are forming something called the Social Justice League Youth, which is focusing on promoting better race relations within our district. I've led a couple of local protests, peaceful protests, as well as a couple weeks ago, I did the ACLU National Advocacy Institute, where I linked up with just a bunch of other young activists from across the country, and it was an amazing experience to meet so many young and like-minded people.
So why is this important to you?
It's important to me because this is, my community, the Black community, and we've been struggling through the entire, history of this country. And I think it's finally time that we're equal. I do this for not only myself, but for my brothers and my sisters and my family.
Who's like inspiring you? Who's guiding you along the way as you're digging into this?
Definitely my entire family. My dad's a union rep, so we've always been, very political, and I grew up going to rallies with his work, and my mom is just so into equality, and so I follow in her footsteps there.
I have to just remind everybody that Natasha is 15 and so aware. And Natasha, I do a lot of this work for my job, and just personally, it's very meaningful to me. How do you think the work that you're doing and the efforts that you're making are going to kind of lead Jaden, who's your brother, or Jacob, who's my son? How is it going to lead you guys? How is it going to lead these guys? Yes, they will. How's it going to lead these guys as they kind of are at a loss sometimes about what to do and where to start?
Well, I want them to see someone they know, doing something to make a change, and you always can start in your community. If you're starting small, it doesn't matter. Your impact is still huge, What
are some of the challenges? You and I talked a little bit about it. I don't want to put anybody on blast, but a little bit about the climate at, was it a school rally when you guys were? So what are some of the challenges that you've already come across, or that you've seen, or that you foresee?
Yeah, it's definitely one of the most challenging things is just making sure that your voice is heard and getting people to listen to you. And oftentimes people who don't understand your struggle won't want to listen because they feel uncomfortable. But what they need to do is be uncomfortable for a 5-minute conversation, because we're uncomfortable, for our entire lives,
That's true. What are you seeing in your peers, white and Black and non-Black people of color? What are you seeing in your peers?
I'm seeing a lot of them become a lot more socially aware, which is very, inspirational to me, because I've been doing activist work, like I said earlier, since a very young age, and there were a lot of people who couldn't relate to that, but I feel like finally other people are seeing my efforts and, you know, working with me and working towards a better future, because really this is our future. And I mean, we want to live in a world where we can all be equal.
That's true. Do you see, do you think that one of the things that we talk about as adults is, particularly because so many adults, so many white adults have grown up in families where racial bias, racism, acts of racism are the norm, and they don't know how to and there are people who are anti-racist, who are allies, that don't know how to challenge their family and friends. Do you see your friends being more courageous and being able to challenge their parents and their adults?
I do, and I love it. I think it's great. I think people need to be more open-minded and, you know, see stuff from our perspective, see what we're living with every day, this weight that we have to carry on our back, you know?
Have you experienced anything blatant already?
Yeah, I have a couple of times. My family has been followed around stores before. And, you know, just we have the talk, you know, about what to do when a police officer approaches you, or how to act in a store. Like in a store, I'll make sure I either keep my phone in my hand or keep it in my bag. No pulling it in and taking it out a bunch of times, because I don't want anyone to mistake it for a weapon. And that's something that I should have to deal with, you know?
What about in school? Have you had any experiences, or do you know of any experiences that maybe Jaden's had, where you've either had to, as the big sister, had to have a talk with him, or your parents have had to have a talk with him, or your parents have had to have a talk with you?
There's been a lot of times in school where specifically like white staff would listen to a white student's perspective and not our own. And it can be really frustrating. And we always have to remember to stay calm so they won't perceive us as the angry black kid, you know?
Yeah.
So it's even more frustrating. And then for me, of course, growing up, I was always kind of, you know, the token black girl. For being, obviously, I'm light skinned, so that's favored. And then being someone who's
this is our team, by the way. So
yeah.
these are our boys that you hear that cheering for.
Yeah. But like I've always been a token black girl, being mild-mannered and being in advanced classes, and it's frustrating because my peers are also, you know, intelligent young black people, and they deserve to be acknowledged as well. So.
Absolutely. What do you think? So this is not new, and particularly for us who are much older. This is probably the first time in your lifetime that the climate has been so intense. Is that what do you want to see come out of this?
I don't want it to stop. I don't want it to be a trend. I don't want it to be a thing where people post a black screen once and look, I support you. I want the people who posted a black screen or posted, you know, whatever, Black Lives Matter, to use that platform that they have to help us out more and sign petitions and donate and, you know, let their followers know what they can do to help out as well.
Absolutely. So tell us a little bit about the personal work you're doing, your artistic endeavor that you just kind of launched, and maybe even how some of these feelings and some of the work you're doing might come through in your art. Give us a second. This is a good thing. We had a hard first game. We're live, so we can't control. The Wait, is that your brother?
Yes, Jaden.
Is that your brother? Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Did he make it?
I think so. I can't see.
Yes!
never played baseball before. This is so cool.
Oh my God, we got that online. We didn't get him. We got us young. Real quick, let's talk about this young black man who's never played baseball before.
Yes.
He got a home run. Wait, did he get a home run or a double?
I don't know.
He made it home.
He did.
Yes.
Yes.
I forgot the question I asked you. Oh, your art.
Myself. Yeah. Oh my God. I'm so proud of my brother. Okay.
Let me just put this out here. Natasha is an amazing, supportive big sister. I've been witnessing this for years. Wow. We are so proud of Jaden. Let's just give him that shout out. He has been working really hard the last 2 weeks. Okay, so your art that you've just started an online store, and you have a page. Spell it out for us.
Okay. Yes, it's called Natorious, and that name is inspired by Biggie, obviously. Biggie. Except my name is Natasha, so it's NATORIOUSSSS. There's five S's and then design. So Natorious.
Tell us about some of your designs.
Okay, so I do artwork. If you go to my shop, you'll see I do like a lot of Afro artwork. Like big pretty afros or different colors, and I do a lot of like galaxies in the hair, if that makes any sense. Sorry, I'm like watching the game.
Right, we're watching the game too.
Yeah, but I just want my art to be, like a reflection of myself and a reflection of what I think is beautiful.
You just got a collaborator. You have to meet my partner Andrea.
Yes, for sure.
She has amazing stuff. So she's the ironic A in TNA, and we do our podcast, which is a little mature for Natasha, but we're glad that her mom let her be on with us today. But I will link you guys up.
Yes, for sure.
So afros and galaxies, and what are you thinking when you're designing?
I really just kind of let it flow, I think about all the girls who I want to see my art, just all the black girls and other girls of color, and I think that they need to see that they're beautiful, because typically when we're in art classes and we study art, we only see, old paintings of white women and stuff like that, and I want my art to reflect the people that are looking at it. It's so important that we see ourselves in beauty, and so that we can see ourselves as beautiful.
Well, I think you're beautiful, Natasha, inside and out, and hopefully when we have clean opportunities, you'll come on to Relatively Unstable and teach us some things, because Andrea and I are always learning, and the people who we know and are linked up with are always learning, and it's important for us as the adults to not only listen to you guys and understand you guys. You really help us, and I'm inspired by you, and you help us I just think you're just so beautiful, and I just appreciate you stepping outside of this really exciting game.
Yeah.
To chat with us and go live for the first time. Natasha is our first live guest for Relatively on Instagram, so we're learning that together too. But make sure you follow her on Instagram. Tell us your handle again, Natasha.
It's Natorious Designs, NATORIOU 5 S's _designs.
All right, and filter through me if you have any mentoring opportunities or any other opportunities for Natasha, because she is still 15, and her mom and I are really cool. There's mom over there. Wait, where is she? Dropping her keys. And thanks, Natasha.
Thank you.
Bye. I'll see you on the other side of the seats.
Yeah.